This is exactly what we were waiting for, as Bradley Beal speaks out on his trade request from the Wizards and how he ended up in the Phoenix Suns. We're going to be diving into all of this, how the Suns were a surprise team, how are James Jones and Matt Ishbia able to pull this off, and how will he look with this new look Suns team as he looks for a revitalization in his career. We're going to be diving into all of that and more on this episode of Suns Digest. I'm Bruce Velez. And you guys have been absolutely fantastic showing your love and support. CJ and I really appreciate you guys tuning into the preseason video breakdown yesterday. We're going to have more of those with news coming out leading up to the season and throughout the season. So if you want to stay up to date, keep hitting that like button to stay in the Suns algorithm. But without further ado, let's dive into the topic at hand. Make sure to grab a snack. And like we said in the introduction, Bradley Beal opens up on his trade. We're going to be discussing this here on this video. So if you guys want to watch the full video, you guys can. If you guys look at Brett Usher's Twitter here, we can see Bradley Beal has a 4.5-minute clip speaking out on coming to Phoenix. So let's dive into it. The first half, where Bradley Beal in the process of being on the trade, Milwaukee was on the fence. They would have had to doubt Middleton, and with the loyalty part on that, obviously it didn't go right with them. His agents called and said, he said what Miami's talking about, and he said, what do you think of Phoenix? And this was on the Run Your Race podcast on Title Legacy. Now, like I said, I don't have the full 4-minute clip to kind of go in, to kind of break it down, but I'll give you guys the synopsis on what he basically said in that interview, and then we'll break it down. So, like I said, Bradley Beal last season, we all know, was on the trade market. And the two teams he were looking at were the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat, with Miami Heat being obviously his preferred destination, as we've known for years on end. Unfortunately, the Heat were not interested in trading for Bradley Beal this early into free agency, as they were still keeping their eyes on big splash Damian Lillard, who they felt would have been their perfect addition for their roster. Therefore, they backed away from Bradley Beal, said they did not want to get involved, and the only other team that he was willing to go to was the Bucks. For the Bucks, the only player that they would have to trade would be Chris Middleton, and for Chris Middleton, he was on a player option, which meant Chris Middleton would have to opt in to then signing a deal in a sign and trade to go to Washington. And Bradley Beal knew that at this point of his career, Chris Middleton didn't want to do that, nor should he have to. He just won a championship. The Bucks should show their loyalty to Chris Middleton. They should keep Middleton on this roster. Even though Beal could help and add and be that extra scoring punch, he did not want to do that to a player in Middleton. So Beal was then left with one decision and one decision only, which was, where do I want to go? He had some decision to make, and his agent called and said, why don't we go to Phoenix? And he kind of said, how's that going to be possible? Don't they have Book? Don't they have KD? Are they going to have to trade Book? Because Beal wanted to go in and play with other superstars. Well, luckily for Beal, they said that the Suns were interested and were willing to flip other pieces, those pieces being Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton. Beal was then inclined to do this and had his agent get some things done. His agent called him on Father's Day, told him to meet up with the Suns. He met up with the Suns. They had a great discussion. Before he knew it, Beal, Book, and KD were all locked in. He messaged them, said, are you guys ready to run? You ready to hoop? They said yes. The Suns were confident. They liked Beal. And Beal had never felt like an organization had wanted him this much. Therefore, Bradley Beal went with the Suns, told his agent he would go there, would go with the trade, and ultimately that's how Bradley Beal ended up in Phoenix. Now, as we all know, some fans were very happy, some fans were very disappointed. Personally, on the initial reaction, I didn't understand the move. I thought he would have fit better in a team like Milwaukee or Miami, but ultimately those two teams were both still looking to make big free agent splashes, and those were the Damian Lillard trade. Obviously, Milwaukee won in that regard. Miami kind of lost out, and Miami might be looking back on not trying to trade that Bradley Beal trade and be looking down on it. But for the Suns, this is only going up because Bradley Beal is happy, he's ready to go, and he is locked in. Now, last season, unfortunately for Beal, it just wasn't that year for him. He had some struggles dealing with some injuries. He only played in 53 games last season, and it started at the beginning with him being out for a big chunk of it as well. He did average 18.2 points on 4.4 rebounds and 5 assists on 51% shooting from the field and 43% shooting from three-point range. And Bradley Beal last season, not that he had to be the primary playmaker, but was a big contributor in that playmaking group alongside Devin Booker because they didn't have a point guard. Now with the additions of Tyus Jones, now with the additions of Monte Morris, it is seemingly going to translate him and make it a lot easier for Bradley Beal, and I'm excited to see how he can turn up in this system for the Suns here. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this? Because personally, I'm excited to have Bradley Beal here. Like I said, at the beginning of the year, to be honest, $50 million for a player in Bradley Beal is a lot of money. But if he is ready to go, if he is locked in, I want to see it. And at Media Day, he was speaking very highly, talking how he's focused, does not want to get injured, is ready to be locked in. And if he does all that, he feels that the true Brad can come back. And if we get that third star in Bradley Beal, a 25 to 27 point scorer per game, on this roster, added alongside Durant, added alongside Devin Booker, added alongside Tyus Jones to play make. Grayson Allen coming off the bench, screwing some threes. Royce O'Neal playing some tough defense and hitting some. Bol, also Iguodala, our rookies shining out. It is going to be beautiful. I am telling you. But like I said, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. How do you guys feel? And let's kind of go over why he chose Phoenix. And like I kind of said earlier, it's obviously due to the fact that all of those implications. But let's look at the Suns roster here, because as we all know, Bradley Beal is making around $50 million. And that is a big chunk of money for a star that is really needs to step up and be that guy for this Suns team. And I think he's gonna do it. I'm excited to see. Let me know what you guys think about Bradley Beal. I know a lot of fans said when Tyus Jones came in, let's throw him off the bench. And I was partially in one of the group, but then I realized a $50 million guy coming off the bench is not worth it. Let him start. Let him get back to his ways of going. Now, for Bradley Beal, if the other way goes and he doesn't turn up and he doesn't become this focal point for this offense, then it's going to look like a little bit of a mishap for the Suns. And maybe James Jones, maybe Matt Ishbia will have to get on the phones. I know Bradley Beal has a no trade clause, so it's very difficult, but possibly maybe at the trade deadline or maybe even the next season, if things do go sour, if they go south with this Suns team, they're able to work on the phone and figure something out. But ultimately, I think that this fit is going to work. The Suns are a top team. We saw them in their preseason game versus the Lakers get a come behind win, and we saw really great performances from guys like Ryan Dunn, Oso Iguodala, Josh Okogie, Tyus Jones, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. We saw the lot of players play, and it was exciting, enticing, and I'm just excited that Suns basketball is back. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. How do you guys feel about Bradley Beal? Do you guys think he fits in with this squad? Are you guys excited? Are you guys ready to go for this season? Are you guys disbelieving in Bradley Beal? Drop down your thoughts down below in the comment section. Once again, you guys are important. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Hitting that like and subscribe button. And CJ and I have been appreciative of it leading up to the season. But with the season starting soon, less than a month, couple weeks away, we're going to have an abundance of news breaking it down for you guys. So you want to make sure you stay updated on everything revolving around this Suns team. Hit that like and subscribe button. CJ and I are going to have more content coming for you guys as well. I know we did streams over the summer. The streams stopped after one. I definitely want to get those streams going again. Maybe a little bit of a weekly stream type thing. So we'll definitely try to figure that out. So let me know what you guys think. Once again, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. I'm Bruce Velez. Peace out, everyone.